Hi moms, hey dads, welcome to this video. My name is Chris and I am first and foremost a loving husband and stay-at-home dad for my 3-year-old son Benjamin. Besides that, I also run thattoydad.com, which is a blog mainly dedicated to toys for dads and their kids. In a nutshell, it's all about, having fun together and connecting parents and kids through play. But since I have been a stay-at-home dad for the first 3 years of my son's life now, I also try to offer parenting advice from a dad's perspective every now and then. And that's what this video here is all about. Today, I want to introduce you to an online course that I came across recently called Positive Parenting Solutions, and I am, just to get that out of the way right from the get-go, genuinely excited about it. And you'll see why in just a minute. Allow me to give you a quick idea what Positive Parenting Solutions is all about, who it is for, and what this video is all about before we dig any deeper. So, Positive Parenting Solutions is an online course made by parenting educator and Today Show contributor Amy McCready. Now, if you're a parent like me, you know how good our kids are at driving us moms and dads crazy, right? And no matter how much we love our kids, sometimes we just tilt and start yelling or giving our kids timeouts, stuff like that that's really unnecessary. If you've experienced that as well, and I bet you have, and you want to put an end to that and live a more fulfilled life, stay more calm as a parent, and just enjoy a better family life overall, then Positive Parenting Solutions is just right for you. Now, here's a quick disclaimer. This video is actually only a supplemental part of a written review that I have published on my blog over at thattoydad.com. And if you found this video through a YouTube search and want to learn more about the entire course and all the ins and outs, you may find a link to my full review of Positive Parenting Solutions right below this video. This video is kind of a digital unboxing, so to speak, of Positive Parenting Solutions. I want to invite you into the members area and take you around a bit. Together, we will take a look at what is inside the course so that you can make an educated decision on whether you feel that the program is right for you and your family or not. At the end, I want to give you a short summary of what I personally think of the program, why I purchased it, and if I would recommend it to other parents or not. So let's get started. All right, moms and dads, welcome to the members area of Positive Parenting Solutions. You can see this is my account here. Hi, Chris, welcome back. And it's the first page you're going to see when you purchase the course and enter it for the very first time. It says, start here, welcome to Positive Parenting Solutions. And there are two things on this page that are really important. It's the tutorial video where they tell you how to go through the course, and it's this cumulative sessions 1 through 7 workbook, which you can download and print. And there are two things to point out here when it comes down to this workbook. Let me show it to you real quick. So this is the workbook here. It's a PDF. I have opened it here in Adobe Reader. And look at this. It has 93 pages for like 7 modules. That's amazing, and it's really, really cool. It's far more than just a notebook because it's a real reference document. It's designed very well, and it has all these sections here. You can see that I already entered stuff. I did this on my Mac with Preview because I refused printing it, and I will talk about this in a minute. I worked on it digitally on my Mac, so just to save on paint. And you can see there is so much more than just note-taking. It has all these blanks where you can fill in things, and it has space for notes to take, and it has some introductory text, so it links the video to a document that you can print and put on the kitchen table or wherever you want, and use as a reference, as a day-to-day reference. That you can go back to, and it has all this valuable information. It's really, really cool. Now, I don't want to go too deep into it because obviously that belongs to Amy, and I cannot show you the entire thing, but I just wanted to give you an idea how cool this notebook is. Just this notebook alone is really, really valuable. Now, the one thing I don't like about this notebook is you're supposed to print it, right? So it's 93 pages, that's okay. I mean, it's very comprehensive, so you have to print those 93 pages if you want to have it, if you want to have a physical copy. but it has a lot of colors. You can see that right here, and on every page there's a lot of color and a lot of non-white space, which makes it kind of expensive to print it. So my recommendation is, if you want to print this, don't print it on your own printer. Maybe go to a copy store somewhere nearby, and they usually have a flat rate where they say one color printed page costs, like, I don't know, 50 cents maybe, something like that. It's still expensive, but you have it on a flat rate, and the color it won't hurt. And you can even ask them to print it black and white, so this will simply be a gray area, and that works well, right? So that's my suggestion here. And that's it basically for the workbook. For every section, for every session that you go into, let's go into one of these sessions. You can see that it seems to be another workbook. Actually, that's the same. It's just a portion of this complete workbook. So once you've printed the full workbook, you don't need to download, print, open, whatever, these individual workbooks. It's just to make it easier if you want to take them one by one and not print everything in one go, right? So this is session 1, Behind the Behavior, Your Kids Explained. And that's what I will talk about this a little later down the road at the end of my conclusion. But this is where Amy starts, and where she basically picks you up and she explains all the backgrounds, like what's going on inside your kid's brain, what they need and why they behave the way they behave, right? How birth order, if you have multiple child, if you have son and a daughter, or so if you have sisters, brothers, siblings, how this plays out and how it influences your child, how it impacts them. How do you parent? And this is super cool. There's a parent personality assessment that you can go through, and you get several questions that you have to click, and at the end they will tell you what kind of parent you are, what your personality is. So there are 4 different personalities: superiority, controlling, pleasing, and comforting. And taking this assessment will tell you what kind of parent you are, and from that the course helps you to derive how to compensate your specifics, of your very personal character. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just tells you how to behave differently in certain situations, and how to be aware of the type of parent you are and what to do with it. And then it introduces the most powerful tool in the course. I cannot reveal exactly what it is, because obviously that's something Amy wants. That's Amy's IP, intellectual property. But oh my God, when I saw this, it turns out that it goes very well with the idea of my blog, like playing together and spending time being a child as a dad, just going back into this role of being a child. How well this idea goes with the course is amazing, and it's still, this tool still has a lot to offer, and gave me quite a few ideas how I can improve my own parenting style just with this one tool to be a much, much better dad. And I already see how Benny thrives on this. So that's amazing, guys. Just the first module, just take the first module, and it's mind-blowing. It's really, really good. Now, this is module 1, and there are 7 sessions here. Session 2, encouraging the best in our kids. I'm just gonna scroll through here real quick and see, here's about rewards, how we as parents deal with rewards and why it's actually not the best thing to do. How you can introduce a course and actually get your kid to do them while having fun, right? And also it also raises the question if you should pay your kid or not. Quick spoiler, you shouldn't pay them. The power of calm, why you should be calm as a parent. It's also about how much you trust your kid and that you should even trust your 2-year-old to do certain things by himself on his own terms. It's amazing. And I put some of these tools into place just yesterday, and I'm already blown away. It's so cool. So there's a lot of stuff. And one of the good things I just want to mention is in each of these modules, there are several big ideas, that's what Amy calls them, introduced. And at the beginning of each next session, they are kind of repeated to you. So they really sink in. And that makes this course really, really good. You can see that Amy is a teacher and that she's a teacher by heart and also a mom by heart. Surviving the tough stuff, control and consequences. This is also really, really good. I learned so much from this module. And there are 7 modules like this. It's important, and that's pointed out in the Start Here section, to go through modules or sessions 1 through 4 in order before you dive into what they call the expert modules, and I'm going to show to you. I'm going to show them to you in just a second here. So you want to go to this point, and that's at this point you have already consumed about, I'd say, 4 to 6 hours of video, plus the time that you spend, thinking about what's going on and maybe discussing it with your partner, implementing those strategies. So don't rush through it. This is not something that you're going to take in one day, okay? Take your time to go through the course. Take your time to let the stuff sink in, because it's a lot of stuff. Make sure not to be overwhelmed. Take your time for this course. It's so important and it will pay back big time, okay? So make sure to go through this. Now here are the specialty modules, and that's the secret sauce. There is a specialty module on all these topics. Bedtime blues, super important and very, very good. Course and summer contract. Allowance, right? My son is 3 years old, so bedtime blues is probably the most important module for me. There's mind, body and soul time. This is super important. So you can learn so much from this. Mealtime and eating battles. Oh, that's a big topic for me and my family. So that was really helpful, this one here. And let's go into one of these. Bedtime blues. Learn how to cure bedtime blues. You can see there's a bit of text here, kind of introductory text, what you'll learn, so you're prepared for what you're getting. There's also a note-taking guide here. So let's take a look at this one. And this is so cool. It's the same quality as this big book, the big notebook I showed you earlier. There are all those blanks to fill for you, and you can watch the video, follow along, take notes. It's so cool, and it's a reference you can use all the time. So this is really, really, really good. Again, a little bit too much color. I think for printing it at home, it's a bit too much, but that's, just a small one. And now what they also have are expert series, and I think these come only with the gold module. I'm not quite sure about this. We'll go into the pricing in just a minute, and the different subscription models they have. But you can see there's ADHD 101, anxiety, bedwetting and potty accidents, bullying, how to tackle all these problems, potty training 101. This is super cool as well, because Amy has invited someone from one of her friends, basically, who's an expert at this, talking about it, and this is so cool. And you have coaching calls that happen every now and then, and you can sign up to them. You can send in questions, and you can see here, right here, May 16, 2018. I'm recording this video on May 24th. So they are still updating this course. Basically that's like every week there's a call. Isn't that amazing? And you can ask your questions to a real expert. That's so cool. Now, one thing I want to dive into and I want to show you, because that's really cool for an online course, is this. I went back to the session 2 module here, and there's one video that says, one lesson that says, say goodbye to the giant at your house. And there's something really cool they're doing here, because you can see that just on the picture here. It's not just Amy alone. Usually on a video, you would see Amy talking to you, right? It would be a video like this where Amy talks to you.
Welcome to session 2. I love session 2 because it is just packed with strategies to give your kids positive power to foster their sense of belonging and significance.
All right, so this is Amy, by the way. She's a really good instructor and it's really fun listening to her, okay? Now, with this module here, you can see that this is not just Amy, it's an entire group of people. And that's something that you don't get often in an online course. The feeling of being part of a group. You're not studying on your own. There are other parents who actually feel the same. And by the way, there's also a Facebook group that you can join where also, I think 14,000 other parents in there that you can, discuss with. So if you have the feeling you're the only one having these problems, this course is totally for you. All right, and here's how this plays out. Let me skip to the portion of the video where the actually role-playing happens. This is somewhere around here, I believe.
Be corrected by the competent giant.
You know you're not supposed to touch your sister's toys. How many times do I have to tell you?
Mom.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You can't do anything right. Why can't you be more
mean?
Don't you ever talk to me like that. Go to your room. Do you understand?
I'm just a child. I want to belong. I want to feel significant, but I don't know how to do it.
All right, and that's actually the first time that I was close to tears, right? Because all of a sudden you realize how your kid feels when you're yelling at it. And it made it even more important for me to go through this course and to stay motivated, learning all these tools in the toolbox. Down here, that's the toolbox, where all the tools are listed, and this toolbox kind of grows with every session you're taking. You're getting more tools to implement in your daily routine, which is really, really cool. Let's take a look at the pricing for Positive Parenting Solutions. Once you take the webinar where you get tons of free information, you can sign up for the course, and there are 3 levels. There's bronze level, silver level, and gold level. And while bronze level is, I think, $179, or you can, go with 12 payments of $70, $70.95. This is only a 1-year access, so that's fine if you, want to give it a try. And you can always upgrade, right? And then there's silver and gold level. My ultimate suggestion is go with gold. It's so much better. It has this, and this is really important, offline course access. I'm gonna show this to you in a second. And then there are these live coachings for 1 year. There's a library of recorded coaching calls, which is not in here, and a private Facebook community. So you get this when you sign up for gold. And I think there's also, this is something you get with silver and gold, this parent personality assessment. You don't get that with bronze. So if you feel like you need it, go at least with silver. And I can only recommend to add this to the mix because it's really, really good. And you can always see there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, just shoot them a message and they will return your money, no questions asked, right? So the gold version is $299, which seems like a lot of money, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. I've spent money on several online courses now in different fields, and for the content you are getting here, this price is an awesome deal. It really is a good deal. And with all the tools you learn, this money will come back to you in no time, just because of the life quality you're getting out of it and the time you're saving on the other side, because all of a sudden life gets so much easier. That's it for this part. Alright guys, one thing I almost forgot to show you is here on my phone, and this is really, really outstanding. Check this out. There is a fully fledged app that comes with the course. It's up here. It's kind of hard for me to do this in front of the camera, but I'll try my very best. This is the entire course on your smartphone, and that's incredibly valuable and really, really cool. Because you have all the materials on here, and one thing that's really impressive is once you go into one of the modules, you see that there is, of course, the article to read that comes with this particular lesson. There is the lesson as video, and now this is cool. They also offer an audio format which you can download and you can take it with you, so that you don't have to sit down at home and consume the entire course, but you can actually take it with you on the train, on your car, wherever you want. You can go commuting with it. This is the perfect tool for the busy parent. I'm gonna tell you this, I use it all the time. It's really, really cool. One thing to note though, and it says that up here, it comes only with Positive Parenting Solutions in the gold version. That's important to know. If you purchase silver or just this very basic bronze membership, it does not have this app. So if this is something that you need and want, and I can only highly recommend it, go for the gold membership, alright? Alright, so that's it for the unboxing part of the video. I want to thank you real quick for your patience and the time following through. I hope you got the insights you came here for. Now, if you want to learn more about Positive Parenting Solutions, you can either read my full review on my blog over at thattoydad.com, or you can head over to Amy's website where she offers you a free but nevertheless fully loaded hour-long webinar packed with valuable information on positive parenting strategies to dive, even deeper and learn more before buying the program. You'll find links for both options right below this video. Now, at the end of the day, it's really up to you whether you want to join Positive Parenting Solutions or not. But I personally can only highly recommend the course to any parent who suffers power struggles with their kids. And to be honest, from my experience, that's basically every parent I have ever met. And at the end of the day, with the 30-day, no questions asked money back guarantee that Amy offers for her course, there is literally no reason not at least to give it a try. Personally, and I also said this to my close friends, I can only recommend the program from my own experience. It has improved our family life so much and has taken a lot of stress out of our daily challenges. The program offers tons of content, as you've just seen. It is actionable, it's concise, and it's very, very well produced. The tools the course introduces work really, really well, and they will turn your kids' sometimes mysterious behavior into something that suddenly appears understandable. Trust me, it is so much easier to deal with it once you know what you're dealing with. And Amy does an excellent job at explaining these basics, as well as actionable steps and tools you can implement into your daily routine right from day one. And it's so much easier now because now you know what's going on, what your kid really needs, and how to deal with it in a particular situation. And isn't that what being a mom or dad is ultimately all about? Understanding and helping that person that you love so much. Guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and all the best to you and your family. I sincerely hope I could help you with this video, and if so, I'm looking forward to welcoming you on my blog thattoydad.com. I see you on the other side.